Let's all play What's My Line? And now let's meet this week's What's My Line panel. First, Huntington, West Virginia's Butterball, Soupy Sales.
Thank you, I think. Johnny O's Butterball, that's a turkey. Now I know. Good afternoon. And it's a pleasure to welcome back to the show the very beautiful star of Broadway and a lot of great television hits. Would you please welcome Anita Gillette?
Feel any butter around there.
Make bigger circles.
I'd like to introduce now a bon vivant, raconteur, man about town. Anyway, he's terrific and his wife's gonna get so jealous if I don't shut up. Mr. Bennett Cerf.
For the last 20 years, people have been saying to me, what is Arlene Francis really like? Well, she's really one of the nicest people in the world. See for yourself. Here she is, Miss Arlene Francis.
I can only do it once. I'm too shy and too old. And now, for the 593rd time, I introduce with great pleasure Wally Bruner.
Thank you, Arlene, and welcome to What's My Line. I thought you said the skirt came off as you came on. No?
Eventually.
Eventually. All right. Welcome, everyone, to 30 minutes of what we think will be fun coming up, and I think we might as well get it started along. So, will our first challenger enter and sign in, please? Ernest Wagner. All right, panel, Ernest Wagner is involved in the field of transportation. And now let's show our audience just what his line is.
Transportation.
So may I remind you again, Mr. Wagner is involved in the field of transportation, and we'll begin with Soupy Sales.
Thank you, Wally. Mr. Wagner, this transportation, is this done for a profit-making organization?
Right, yes.
In this form of transportation, is it a vehicle that we would look for in this?
Yes.
Is it a four-wheel vehicle?
No.
One down, Anita.
I'm sorry, but I have to disqualify myself for reasons I'll explain later.
All right, dear, thank you.
Sorry.
Bennett.
Mr. Wagner, is the transportation with which you're connected ever travel through the air?
No.
Two down, Arlene.
Does it travel through the water?
Yes.
Is this something larger than a sailboat?
Yes.
Does it carry several passengers?
Yes.
Is it a ferry?
No.
Three down, Soupy.
Is there any jet power ever used on this boat?
No.
Four down, Bennett.
Would this boat be connected with a very, very large steamship company?
No.
No.
No?
Five down, Arlene.
It's not associated with a steamship company.
With a very large steamship company was Bennett's question.
But is it some steamship line?
Yes.
Well, in a way.
In a way it is.
In a way, it is. If I wanted to travel on it, could I?
Yes.
In other words, it is a passenger ship.
Yes.
I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Well, you're looking for his line. What do you think?
He's
is-
the captain of the ship.
Yes, but it's a kind of a very special sort of...
A very special sort of captain.
Of a very special sort of ship.
Bennett thinks he has a weenie over
Oh,
here.
I just question.
It isn't Bennett's turn, though.
No,
That's-
I can't think of what.
Would you like to pass?
Yes, I will.
Soupy.
Oh, then it's got to be like the old Mississippi River boat.
That's it. But Ernest Wagner is the captain of America's last overnight passenger riverboat, the Delta Queen.
Delta Queen.
And there used to be three of them that stopped in my hometown of Tell City, Indiana, Captain. The Island Queen, the Avalon, and the Delta Queen.
The Island Queen was the first boat I ever worked on.
Really?
That was the first.
Well, it was a side wheeler. Was it a side wheeler?
Right.
Right. And the Delta Queen now is what, a back
Stern wheeler.
She's a stern wheeler. Right. Well, boy, the Delta Queen has quite a history too, though, doesn't it?
Yes, it really has. The Delta Queen's 300 feet long. It's 58 feet wide. It hauls 192 passengers for overnight. It has a crew of 75. And it is the only one inland river boats that haul passengers for overnight.
Very good. Do you still make the stops along the Ohio?
Yes, sir, we sure do.
At Tell City and Evansville?
I stopped at Tell City last year for the first time in about 8 years with the Delta Queen.
Yes.
I'd like to ask Captain Wagner, why are you going out of service?
Oh, they're not. You're not going out of service, are you?
Oh, no, they just got an extension for 3 years.
Oh, I had heard that
There was a
they-
problem with a wooden-hulled boat hauling passengers, but I think Congress passed a special...
Right, the Delta Queen is now in New Orleans, Louisiana, at Avondale Dry Dock, being put in shape. It'll be better shape now when it comes out of dry dock in April than it's been in the last 40 years.
Well, now, Captain Wagner has brought with him some film of life on the river with the Delta Queen. Why don't we take a look at it as he
Right.
explains?
There
There she
she-
goes. Where is this taken, Captain?
Someplace on the Ohio River. I don't know just where. I don't remember the photographer who was on there, but I recognized one of the pilots, and I know he was an Ohio River pilot. So that's one reason I do know that it was on the Ohio River.
It's really like a huge big houseboat, isn't it? Just an enormous big houseboat.
Yeah, when you ride the Delta Queen, it kind of puts you back in the Mark Twain days. You think you're,
Now, as I recall, there was a ballroom on it and a place for the orchestra and dancing and everything.
right.
And a full dining room. What, 3 decks?
It's actually 5 decks all total.
And counting the 2 below.
Right.
Right. And you've got a big veranda upstairs, and this is still steam powered, right?
Right. Everything is operated on the Delta Queen by steam. I mean, we make our electricity by steam, with steam. All the machinery is operated by steam. The pitments you see going around is operated by steam.
Do you still have the Calliope on it?
Oh, yeah. That's a big asset to the Delta Queen, eh?
And I know when you used to come into town and start to dock, the Calliope would be Roll Out the Barrel and all the other great old riverboat songs.
Yeah, I still have to play when I pass Tell City for your friend there.
Oh, Bert
Bert
Fenn.
Fenn.
Yeah, well, they used to ship chairs on riverboats down from Tell City to New Orleans on boats, I guess, very similar to this.
Yeah, I haul one since I've been captain of the Delta Queen. I haul one from Tell City to the mayor of New Orleans.
Now, what is this? What did we see just there? That was the ballroom.
That was the cruise director and his entertaining crew that you just saw there on the Texas deck out with the bell.
And now, Anita, I'm sorry. Would you explain why you disqualified yourself?
Well, I happened to come in the wrong entrance at the same time Mr. Wagner came in, and I inadvertently heard somebody say, "Oh, you must be the captain of the Delta Queen." I thought, "Oh, I'm in the wrong place." I'm sorry.
Well, thank you. We appreciate it very much. It's the fair way to play the game. If you know something in advance, you disqualify yourself. And, Captain, it's a pleasure meeting you, sir, and having you with us on What's My Line.
Thank you very much.
You bet. What's My Line will continue right after this word. When you grew up in a small town in Indiana, the highlight of the year was when the riverboat stopped. Yeah. And that was one brief afternoon, so you didn't have a great deal to look forward to, but it was a lot of fun. Have you ever been on a riverboat, Bennett?
No, but I just want to check a rumor, Wally. There's a rumor around that today is your birthday.
That's a terribly bad rumor, Bennett, and I'm going to
that
shoot
true?
you after the show.
It is, isn't it?
Birthday, isn't it?
It
That's
is.
right.
Would you like to tell everybody how?
Now, this is the one, I stopped counting on my last one, so...
I don't know how old Wally Bruner is, but they brought in the birthday cake and lit the candles, and it barbecued our ceiling.
And on that note, let's meet another challenger right away, will we? Will you enter and sign in, please? John Nicholas. Mr. Nicholas, where are you from?
Westport, Connecticut.
All right, panel, John Nicholas deals with a product. And now let's show the audience just what that product is. I'll remind you it's a product you're after, and we'll begin with Arlene.
Thank you. Mr. Nicholas, is this product one that any of us on the panel might have come in contact with at one time or another?
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Is it now, or has it ever been alive?
No.
One down, Soupy.
Is it the kind of product, if you were out, you would take use of it? Like, does it ever contain anything?
Now, what are you asking?
Well, just pick out what you want, Wally. No, does it ever hold anything?
Is it a container of
Container
some sort?
of some kind.
No.
Two down, Anita.
Does this product come in contact with the body other than the hands?
Yes.
It does. Is it, would I sit on it?
No.
No, you wouldn't sit on it.
Three down, Bennett.
Mr. Nicholas, the famous artist school is up at Westport. Have you any connection whatever with that institution?
None that I know of.
Good answer. Four down, Arlene.
Is there anything entertaining about this product?
Occasionally.
But not really. Five down, Soupy.
Does it ever come in different colors?
No.
Six down, Anita.
Is it something that is, when you use the product, that you derive some sort of benefit from it? Either
Definitely.
Oh,
you
yes.
do derive some benefit from it. Is it beneficial in another way than health?
No.
No.
Aha.
Seven down, Bennett.
Mr. Nicholas, is this product taken internally?
Yes, it is.
Is it, it's either food or drink then? It's either a solid or a liquid. It has to be.
That's a much better way to put the question. Yes.
Yes.
Is it a solid?
Yes.
Is it come in pill form?
Yes.
Is it the kind of pill that either peps you up or soothes you down?
Yes.
Well, yeah. Do you have a guess? Our time is
Sort
up.
of like bicarbonate of soda, Alka-Seltzer, or...
It's a hangover pill.
You're right.
It's done it.
But I'm going to flip all the cards anyway, okay?
It's okay with me.
Because I just got a free package of hangover pills, and they're called Chasers. And Mr. Nicholas is president of the Kerry Corporation, manufacturers and distributors of what is called Chaser for Hangovers. And there you can... That's a rather apt name of the product, John.
Actually, we're just dumb luck. We have the name. I wanted to call it Rebound, and but we couldn't register Rebound, and we wound up with Chaser, which I think is a very much better name.
But you know, there are quite a few of these things on the market. What makes yours different than the others?
Well, if you look closely at most of the others, they do not say for hangover. They say for something called overindulgence and food and drink.
Yeah, and you look at the others and you read the instructions and it says, take with a quart of whiskey.
So that's the unique thing. It says exactly what it's for, and
And it works.
it works.
Well, John, thank you so much. We were going to say you won the game, and we enjoyed having you as a guest on What's My Line.
Roger.
We'll be back to meet our Who's Who team from the studio audience as What's My Line continues. And now let's meet our Who's Who team from the studio audience. So, Lloyd, will you open the curtains, please? Here, panel, you see 4 people from the audience, and here is a list of their actual occupations: mechanical engineer, salesman, math teacher, and social worker. All you have to do is hand out all 4 cards so that each person is holding the cards representing their job. We'll begin with Soupy. You have 20 seconds. That means they've won $25. Anita. Oh, and that means they've won $50. Bennett. Oh, very well done, Bennett. That means they've won $75. Arlene, last chance. That means they've won $100. All right, gentlemen, would you reshuffle your signs so each of you has the correct sign? And now, beginning with our math teacher, sir, would you tell us who's who?
I'm John Rushing, a math teacher.
I'm Richard Mango, mechanical engineer.
I'm Daniel Orby, social worker.
I'm Jerry Sosner, salesman.
Your team has won $100, and we'll have a gift for each of you. Thank you for playing Who's Who on What's My Line.
Each member of our Who's Who team will receive the Samsonite Attaché case, featuring a color-coordinated portfolio and exterior, light-strong magnesium frames, and scuff and stain-resistant cover from Samsonite.
And now, panel, it's mystery guest time with the blindfolds in place. Mystery challenger, will you enter and sign in, please? All right, panel, you know it's one question at a time. I'll give you 2 minutes to try and establish the identity of our mystery guest, and we'll begin with Bennett Cerf.
Are you a member of the entertainment industry?
That's right, sweetheart.
Arlene.
Are you appearing in the Broadway theater?
No, I'm not, Hot Pants.
Soupy.
Are you well known for your parts in the movies?
No.
Anita.
His voice keeps changing. Are you primarily known for your work in television?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
Bennett.
Are you on a regular weekly show?
Well, it's as regular as you can be. Might not be too regular next year.
Arlene.
Might not be too regular this year.
No. Well, it is indeed a regular television show.
Okay. Is it a television series, a dramatic series?
That's right, Hot Pants.
Soupy.
Listen, sweetheart, would that be on ABC?
That's right, sweetheart.
Anita.
Are you some sort of detective or police person?
You bet your grape.
Bennett.
I pass. I haven't the vaguest idea.
Arlene.
Wait a minute, now I think.
10 seconds.
Is it Ben Gazzara?
No, I'm not that, no.
Soupy?
I have a feeling it's Burt Reynolds.
You're right.
I get a help.
course, Bert is the star of, or Bert is Dan August. How do I say this? You're not only the star,
You
but
could say it
are.
any way you want. It's your
Say
show,
it
Wally.
Any way I want. ABC TV's Dan August, which is a police lieutenant, detective.
Yes.
And it's a good show.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed it very much. I understand you've been on the talk show circuit.
I'm the Betsy Palmer of nighttime television. Suddenly, I'm on all these panel shows and talk shows, and they keep saying, I didn't know you were that funny. And I said, well, I had injections of Soupy Sales blood.
Oh, you're blood brothers. Huh?
Yes.
But no, that brings up something. You're part Indian, I understand.
Yes, my father's Cherokee. My mother's Italian.
Where were you from, Bert, originally? What part of the country?
My father's originally from North Carolina, but I'm from Florida.
I didn't know there were Cherokees in...
There's a little town in North Carolina called Cherokee, North Carolina, you dummy.
Really, is there?
It's full of Cherokees, yes.
I didn't know. I really didn't know that the
Cherokee... there was a man named Jackson who was president at one time, and he started a little crew called the Trail of Tears, and he drove all the Cherokees from North Carolina to Oklahoma.
You're right.
One of Bert's first big hits on TV was on a series called Riverboat, like the Captain Wagner that was here.
Right.
Is that right, Bert?
Yes, that's right.
Am I listening you up?
Sorry, we don't have more time to reminisce, but Bert, our time is up. Thank you for joining us on What's My Line. What's My Line will continue right after this word. Now, panel, we have exactly 60 seconds for honest answers. To Bennett and Arlene, how long have you appeared on panel shows together?
You answer, Arlene.
Well, we appeared on the nighttime Sunday television show. I think it was 15 years.
17.
17 years it was
17.
on, but you weren't on the first year, were you?
I was on after 8 shows.
Oh, were you? Right away.
And it was really wild because that was one of the first times when they found out that Arlene was 12 years old working and doing panel shows.
She was in short pants then, and here she is
That's
biking
right.
them now.
No, but it's been what? It's been over 20 years, hasn't it, for the two of you?
Oh, yes.
And you've been friends even...
We're in our 21st year. We live next to each other in the country. Our sons went to school together, and we love each other dearly.
Bennett, does your wife and Arlene, does your husband, do they speak?
Very good. Only
Yes.
through their very good friends.
Thank you for your honest
Only
answer.
through their interpreters.
That's it. See you tomorrow on What's My Line.